proximity to people, the state's Department of Natural Resources dispatched wranglers to catch and kill it. Now, after near 1,000 pounds, heck yeah. After near misses with the reptile on Sunday, and after an hour-long struggle with trappers on Monday, 13-foot-long alligator. You watch swamp people, you know how long 13 foot is, right? Most of Now they did kill it, and when its stomach contents were empty, they found 2 baseballs, a tennis ball, and 2 other balls that were partly digested.
He was a sports fan. What can I say?
Also to be smelling, another 4-foot-long alligator.
Yes. Oh, he's a cannibal.
Sometimes that happens.
Okay, you want to hear
I learned that from swamp people. Anyway, among other things inside the stomach was a 4-foot-long alligator, rocks, beer cans, more than 50 fishing lures, and a collection of lead sinkers. And, you know, minus the bite marks, the soccer ball was returned to the kids.
Oh, that's nice of them. I have a really random alligator story for you. We're stationed in South Georgia, and I used to work at this farm, and there were a lot of marsh area, lots of alligators. Well, I had just moved there, and I was working on this farm, and I thought it was so cute that there was like 20 baby alligators in the swamp, so I used to feed them. Until somebody said, Megan, there's a mother, and there's 20, because I counted 20 baby alligators. They were so cute, and you throw like meat in there, and they don't come so many babies. Until one of the my coworkers said, you know, Megan, there's a mother somewhere, and it's gonna come after you. Okay, that we're gonna have alligators forever. I didn't know. I never lived in the marshlands till then. And yeah, don't feed baby alligators because they came from somewhere, and she's not gonna be happy.
Yeah, they came from somewhere, and then, you know, mothers or daughters, then they become mothers again.
And I mean,
Yeah, they all become.
they're super
So you feeding them ham, whatever they're.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy
Test of the emergency alert system.
It's a good thing this is a holiday weekend because you'll need an extra day off to see all the savings at the 10, 20, 30 sale at USA Discounters through Monday only. All electronics are 10% off. You'll get 20% off furniture, appliances, stereos, home accessories, even tires and rims. And you'll get 30% off select items from our beautiful jewelry collection. You may be worried that you need credit or that you've got no credit. Well, that's no problem at USA Discounters, where military and government employees are always approved for credit. At USA Discounters, you don't rent, you own, with low monthly payments on the things you want. Visit the store nearest you to see all you can save, or go to usadiscounters.net. This holiday weekend, take advantage of your extra time off by taking 10, 20, or 30% off at USA Discounters during the 10, 20, 30 sale through Monday only.
Get ready for the biggest event in the country. Get ready for Country Stampede, presented by Verizon Wireless. Country Stampede, June 21st through 24th at Celebrate State Park, Manhattan, Kansas.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
It's like
I don't
Rocky Rock. I don't-
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there.
Hey kids, this is Heavy D, Lord J. This one for all the refs out there. The referee is there to keep things fair. He's there to make the call. You may not like them all, but when you're in the stands or even on the court, remember, be a good sport.
So, man, you're going to be going out and doing some adventures today.
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, so Monday we were talking about our bucket lists, and you want to go to Las Vegas. No, I want to go to Las Vegas.
I want to go to Ireland and visit all 50 states.
Yeah.
Because of Super Bowl World Series.
You had some pretty solid ones. Well, I said I wanted to be a show jumper. Like an equestrian, jump fences on the horse. I did that as a kid, but it's been years since I've done it, and I want to get back into it. Well, the KC equestrian team coach called me and said they were going to make their bucket list come true today. So isn't that cool? I get to go as soon as I get down here, run on over to Timber Creek and go jump with the KC equestrian team. I am pumped, and it's going to be our wrap-up video. So,
this is better than Humboldt over.
So to me it is, okay? You know how long it's been since I jumped on a horse? I mean, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have my riding breeches and my areas in the car. I am ready to go. So you can check it out on the B104 Morning Show wrap-up video. Maybe I'll follow up. It's been years and years since I've done anything like this.
Have you ever watched the MTV Made?
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it's called.
We need to talk to the producers of MTV and get an episode of Made come on. I want to be a show jumper.
Yeah, I do. Like an equestrian, like a little bit show jumper.
It'll be pretty fun.
It will be. So I'm going to have my own little episode of Made this afternoon. So you can check it out if you want to force it out.
Is he going to wrap a video today or is it going to be
Today or Monday? It depends on
What do you think?
Tuesday. Today or Tuesday. Depends on how our wrap-up video guy feels. But that's what I'm going to go today. I get to jump fences on the horse.
Very nice.
Yay!
We're going to reach a good forecast all the way.
The B104 7-1 show brought to you by ID, where there's a helpful smile down every aisle. Is the silent killer in your home? Here's your furnace expands and contracts, causing cracks that let deadly carbon monoxide seep into your home. M&S Plumbing, Heating, and Air uses infrared technology that takes an X-ray type image of the inside of your furnace. Now you can know for sure your furnace isn't letting the silent killer into your home. Call M&S Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 539-8692. M&S Plumbing, Heating, and Air. With booties on their feet that'll keep your house neat.
It's the sale of all sales, the deal of all deals. It's the giant 12-hour sale at Pelkins Furniture Mart in Manhattan, Kansas. If you're thinking about buying new furniture, don't do it. Just wait till this Saturday. Because Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for 12 huge sale hours only at Pelkins in Manhattan, you will find incredible 12-hour only price cuts store one. And no price tag will be left unswitched. Living rooms, dining rooms, and bedrooms, recliners, mattresses, accessories, names like Lazy Boy, Royal Electrons, Klausner, Restonic, and Certa.
looking at a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before your lunch break today. Otherwise, we're looking for the sunny highs of 86. It's going to be breezy as well. Winds will be gusting as high as 30 at times. So they'll be putting little white caps on the water wherever you go. If you go to Tuttle or if you go to Milford. Tonight's kickoff the weekend, we're looking at a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms with overnight lows of 73. And then for the actual Memorial Day weekend this weekend, tomorrow we're looking mostly sunny and hot with highs of 99. I'm not lying, it's going to be that hot. It's going to be redundant.
Which means in real life it'll be like 104.
And it's also going to be breezy. Winds will be gusting as high as 30. So once again, if you put your boat out on the water, you'll be seeing a little, some wave action. For Sunday, mostly sunny, highs of 92, breezy once again. And then for your Memorial Day Monday, we're looking mostly sunny with highs of 86. Now on Sunday night, there is a 4% chance of showers and thunderstorms. So if you're going to be out and about camping, be sure to keep your radio locked to B1047, and we'll fill you in with all the details. Close to Fort Riley, we're at 72 degrees and 73. Juanito, 72 right here in Manhattan. Getting back into the music, here's the latest from my man Eric Church. It's Springsteen on Hot Country.
B1047.
I don't think so. No.
did drop off.
Oh my goodness, some people lives. It's Tyler and Megan in the morning, and we're about to get out of here. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and don't forget the reason for this weekend.
Yeah, don't forget the reason for the season. Be sure to thank all veterans, past, present, and the ones that are going to be future veterans.
Thank them.
Thank them for their service. Thank them for allowing us to have these freedoms to drink beer and kill hot dogs and
make dumb
go
decisions.
voting and make dumb decisions. It's because of them and their hard work and their hard effort
And their sacrifice.
and their sacrifices that we're allowed to live these dreams.
I think a lot of people do forget that. They're like, oh, this is the reason for our long weekend and for all the fun that we do get to have as Americans. All our liberties and freedoms is because of our servicemen and women. And there's not enough days that we get to them. So hopefully everybody has a wonderful Memorial Day.
And a safe one as well.
Yes, I was going to say, have fun, be safe. What do you think Tyler would do?
Over the limit, under arrest. Don't be drinking and driving.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
It's like a hockey puck.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
So your birthday or your anniversary this week, you got registered at b147.com. You may be getting a free Dairy Queen ice cream cake. How would that be to start off your Memorial Day weekend? Getting a free ice cream cake because these things are delicious. And the good thing about them is they're great for any occasion you have. If you need to get a dessert to serve a bunch of people, this is perfect. Whether it's some sort of wedding party, birthday party, retirement party, or just because
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
It's like a hockey puck.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
Too tight-headed! Yuck!
You wouldn't do it there.
Hey! Oh!
So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the KSHSAA.
Hey kids, this is Heavy D, Lord J. This one for all the refs out there.
The referee is there to keep things fair.
He's there to make the call. You may not like him all.
But when you're in the stands or even on the court, remember, be a good sport.
Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Today's first round contest features the visiting team, the Wichita-Independent Panthers. And the home team, the Humboldt Cubs. This Saturday, all the team members and citizen coaches and team members have started with both teams lined up on the foul line on the dugouts. Starters please remain in the dugout. Now let's meet the visiting team, the Wichita-Independent Panthers. Assistant coach Sean Bennett. Team manager Jake Lozano. And team members from Wichita-Independent. Number 8, Avery Reedmiller. Number 9, Carson Rowe. Number 18, Dominic Moody. And now the running line for the Wichita-Independent Panthers. Gentlemen, when your name is called, please step out and join your teammates. Leading off, the center fielder, number 11, Trey Williams. Batting second, the second baseman, number 22, Ben Strickback. Batting third, the pitcher, number 7, Matt Loveland. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 2, Adam Pearson. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 10, Leslie Greenmiller. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 6, Michael Kay. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 3, Kevin Jarvis. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 12, Scott Spiker. Batting ninth, the DH, number 23, Garrett Huffman. And the pitcher is number 15, Carter McCausland. And the head coach is James Fowler. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wichita-Independent Panthers. And now, please welcome the home team, the Humboldt Cubs. Assistant coach, Dave Carpenter. Team manager, Rob Hauser. Preston Roseberry. Okay, team members for Humboldt High School, number 7, Dustin Frost. Number 15, Ryan Hughes. Number 24, Noah Thornbrew. Now the starting lineup for the Humboldt High School Cubs. Please join your teammates at the field as I call your name. Leading off the shortstop, number 9, Hunter Moore. Batting second, the left fielder, number 6, Caleb DeArmond. Batting third, the center fielder, number 2, Caleb Lanata. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 11, Nathan Whitcomb. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 12, Mason Pearson. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number
Welcome everybody to Tointon Family Stadium in beautiful Manhattan, Kansas. Normally the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, but today it's a 3A state baseball quarterfinals. Our first game today features the #1 seed Humboldt Cubs at 23-0, the lone unbeaten team, as they will play the host team to the Wichita-Independent Panthers coming into this year at 15-8. So we're ready to get the Kansas 3A baseball quarterfinals underway. 4 games here for you today, and then the finals will be tomorrow. Leading off for the Independent Panthers, for the lineups, it'll be number 11, the center fielder Trey Williams will lead things off, followed by the second baseman Ben Strickfaden. Then the pitcher Matthew Loveland. Adam Pearson, the first baseman, is cleanup hitter. Wes Reed Miller, the shortstop, is next, followed by Michael Kay, the third baseman, Kevin Jarvis, the right fielder. Scott Spiker, the left fielder. The DH is Garrett Hutman, and not batting, the catcher Carter McLaughlin. For the Humboldt Cubs defensively in left field, Caleb D'Armond is in left. In center field, it's Caleb Venata. Nathan Whitcomb is the third baseman. Pitcher will be Grayson Parrish. Carpenter, Jacob Carpenter, the first baseman. Little brother Zach Venata is the right fielder. Alex Moreau will be doing the catching, and Kaysen Siemens is the second baseman. So Grayson Parrish will get the nod for the opening game in the tournament. A big kid, hard thrower and right-hander. On the mound, you can see him there, a little intimidating for a lot of these batters, especially at the 3A level. You can see a couple of these kids get out there, they can really bring some heat and have a good curveball. We'll see how the pitching will stack up today. There is some ominous clouds in the sky. Hopefully the weather can hold off here, as the first game of 4 is just moments away on the KSHSAA network. Teams taking their final moments here of preparation as the wind comes roaring through our booth. Wind blowing in from right field, a big field here at Tointon Family Stadium. 400 to straightaway center, 375 to the power alleys, and 325 to the corners. So not probably a lot of home runs going to be hit today, especially with that wind roaring in from right. So we'll see if speed and defense can win the game. Number 11, Trey Williams, in the on-deck circle, trying to time his pitches, and he's going to have a tough day ahead of him, as will the rest of the Independent Panthers, with Parrish on the mound. And now the final warm-up toss, a throw down to second, and we're ready to get this game started. Once again, defensively around the infield for the Humboldt Cubs will be Whitcomb at third, Murrow at short, Siemens at second, Carpenter at first, Murrow behind the plate in the outfield. Left to right is D'Armond, Venata, and Venata. Brothers in center and right field for the undefeated Humboldt Cubs out of Humboldt, Kansas. Team colors, as you can see there, black and orange. Coach Mike Miller. Undefeated, 15-0 in their overall out-of-league record, 8-0 in league. And looking to carry that undefeated run all the way through to a 3A state championship. But they got to get past the Wichita-Independent Panthers first, who come into this one at 15-8. The 8 seed looking to play the upset over the number 1 seed. Final conference on the mound right now for Humboldt. You can see in these minutes that are winding down to the game, it's important for these players to try to stay loose, do something out there. Don't think about, hey, here we are, we're at a college stadium right now. This isn't where we're used to playing. It's on a bigger stage, especially for a lot of these smaller schools. The towns travel with them. Just stay loose. It's just another game. The stadium may be bigger, the surroundings may be bigger, but it's just baseball. It's a game you've played your whole life. We'd like to thank you for joining us here on the KSHSAA network. And wherever you may be. Like we said, we have 4 games today. This is the first one. The second one will be Frontenac and Silver Lake. Then number 2, Hayes TMP Marion will take on the 7th seed Wellsville. And then St. George Rock Creek and Salina Sacred Heart will be our nightcap. That last game slated for 6:30 p.m. if all goes well and the weather holds off. But we've got a good one here between the Humboldt Cubs and the Wichita-Independent Panthers, moments away. Right now, just kind of that awkward moment before a game. Teams standing around waiting for the 11 o'clock start time. Both teams loose and ready to go. However, they're just waiting for 3 more minutes, which as a pitcher, standing around after taking your warm-up throws is not necessarily the best thing for you, but we'll see his teams out there. They're just talking, trying to keep him loose, keep his mind engaged. As Coach Fowler from the Panthers now out there talking with tournament director and the home plate umpire. You can see the Independent Panthers, they're all kind of just walking around in the dugout, trying to stay loose, now stretching out. Meanwhile, on the field, outfielders meeting in center field, infielders near the mound just anxiously watching that clock tick down. And now, because he's feeling a little alone, the first base umpire will now run in. They're going to have a little meeting behind the plate as players now break back towards their positions, eagerly awaiting the first pitch. Nice crowd from both Wichita and Humboldt. Humboldt well represented here in the black and the orange. And you can hear they're ready to get this thing underway. Trey Williams comes to the plate, and we're ready to get the quarterfinals started. Trey Williams, right-handed batter. Parrish, right-handed pitcher. Size advantage goes to the pitcher in this one. Williams, a leadoff hitter and speedster. Here's the windup from Parrish in the first pitch. In there for a strike. And the state tournament's underway. Right at the 11 o'clock hour. Parrish in, gets his sign into the windup. And here's the pitch. In there, outside corner. Strike 2, and quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Trey Williams. Parrish looks in, gets the sign, enters the windup. Here's the pitch. Chopper high back towards the man, and this one's going to fall into foul territory now. Excuse me, that thing hit that AstroTurf and just went sky high and came back towards the catcher, landing in foul territory, so we'll do the 0-2 again. Parrish came off the mound like he had a play on it, but lucky for him, it rolled foul as a speedster. Williams was almost already to first base. Here's the windup and the 0-2 pitch again. This one will stay high, and the count now 1-2. Williams digs in. Parrish working quickly, the 1-2 pitch. And this one a little outside. And the count will now even out at 2-2. Parrish shakes off the first sign, agrees on the second. Here's a 2-2. And this one stays high, and the count's now full. So after jumping ahead 0-2, Trey Williams has managed to work the count full. Parrish into the windup, and here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, got him, strikeout. And there's the first strikeout of the game on the opening batter for Parrish. And that'll bring up the second baseman, number 22, Ben Strickfaden. Right-handed batter. Digs in, Parrish working quickly into the windup. Here's the pitch. This one a bit high outside. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Parrish agrees. Here's the pitch. And this one high and away again. And the count's 2-0. So after starting off, no balls, 2 strikes to Williams, he falls behind 2-0 to Strickfaden. And here's the 2-0 pitch from Parrish. Swing and a miss. Got him with an off-speed pitch. Had Strickfaden out in front of it. And we'll see if he comes back with something hard here. Parrish into the windup, and here's the pitch. Fastball may have overthrown that one a little bit. Almost got away from the catcher. Murrow, nice stop there. And the count's 3-1. Parrish into the windup, and here's the pitch. Ball 4 walked him. So the first base runner of the game is Ben Strickfaden on a walk. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Matt Loveland. So a pitcher versus pitcher matchup here. Loveland would love to knock one in the alley here and give himself a little cushion before ever taking the mound. Parrish working from the stretch, checks the runner, there he goes. Pitch inside for a ball, throw down to second is in time, but it gets away from the shortstop Murrow. So safely into second is Strickfaden with a stolen base. So here's the replay. High and inside, easy throw to handle. Throws it down to second in plenty of time. But as he slides in there, just knocking the ball out of the glove. Parrish checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And this one high and inside now. Parrish may be throwing just a little too hard here, overthrowing a little bit in the first inning of the state tournament. It's a sign, here's its pitch, and this one lined down the first base line. Foul, look out. Everybody seems to be all right. So now a 2-1 count on the pitcher Loveland. Parrish is set, checks the runner at second. Here's a pitch. Chopper up the middle, hits off the mound. Murrow has it, throws over to first in time, and now 2 away. As Strickfaden advances to third on the fielder's choice. Scoring a home, the play goes 6-3 on the fielder's choice, and that'll bring up Adam Pearson, the big first baseman for the Wichita-Independent Panthers. Runner on third, 2 outs, top of the first, no score. Here's the first pitch from Parrish, and this one is a jam shot to the first baseman. He has it underhand to Parrish in time, and the play goes 3-1, and the side is retired. No hits, 1 walk, 1 left on, and after the half an inning, there's no score. We'll be back with the bottom of the first in a moment. Sounds good. Leading things off for the Humboldt Cubs will be Hunter Moreau, followed by Caleb DeArmond. Caleb Veneto bats third. Fourth will be Nathan Whitcomb, the third baseman. Grayson Parrish, the pitcher, bats fifth. Jacob Carpenter, the first baseman, sixth. Austin Beeman, the designated hitter, seventh. Alex Moreau, the catcher, eighth. And Kaysen Siemens, the second baseman, will bat ninth. Defensively, for the Independent Panthers. Left field is Spiker, center field Williams. Jarvis is in right. Kay, the third baseman. Reed Miller, the shortstop. Strickfed, the second baseman. Pearson, the first baseman. Loveland pitching, and McLaughlin's behind the plate. The Humboldt crowd comes to their feet as Hunter Moreau digs in. The shortstop leading things off. Here's the first pitch from Loveland. High inside. And you can hear the Humboldt crowd behind their Cubs. Undefeated on the season, 22-0, still to taste defeat. Here's the pitch, and this one is low, and 2-0. Loveland, a tall, hard-throwing right-hander. Good movement on his fastball. Here's the 2-0. Inside, and the count goes 3-0. We'll see if Murrow's taking all the way here. The 3-0 pitch. High ball four, walked him. And the leadoff batter is on base for the Cubs. That brings up the left fielder, Caleb DeArmond. With Loveland still to throw a strike here, we'll see if he's taking until he throws one. And sometimes in these tournament games, a new setting, pitchers get out there and they get a case of the try too hards early. Lead from first, here's the first pitch, and it's in there for a strike. And DeArmond looks, third base coach gets the sign. Loveland peers in, checks the runner at first. He's set, and a snap throw over to first. Back in plenty of time is Moreau. So Loveland thinking they may try something here, to steal or a hit and run. He's set, checks the runner. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, pulls back, and a snap throw down to first, and he gets away from the first baseman down the right field line. Moreau to second, and he'll stop there. Now he's going to head to third. Here's the throw from the right fielder, Jarvis, and it's going to be cut off. So an errant throw from McLaughlin puts Hunter Moreau at third base now with nobody out. So Caleb DeArmond was looking to bunt him to second. Instead, a wild throw puts him at third, and now it's an RBI opportunity. Here's the pitch to DeArmond, and it's in there for a strike. And the count's now 1-2. Loveland set. Here's the pitch, way high. And the count evens out now at 2-2. DeArmond digs in. Here's the pitch, and this one is inside, and the count goes full. Loveland doesn't have to give in and serve one up to DeArmond here with first base open. Here's a 3-2 pitch. High ball four, walked him. So back-to-back walks. And now it's runners at the corners for Caleb Venata, the center fielder, batting third. And that'll get a quick visit to the mound from coach. Out there probably just trying to calm him down a little bit. As we said, sometimes, especially with young players, nerves can get the best of you early here on the state tournament stage. Some words of encouragement. See Loveland just nodded his head and said, I know, I know. Veneta digs in, runners at the corners. Nobody out, bottom of the first, no score. Here in Manhattan, Kansas. Loveland set. And now steps off towards third and fakes a throw over to first. Checks the runners, here's the pitch. There goes runner to second. Throw is going to be cut off. They had the deep play on. You can see the shortstop will run over there and take that throw behind the pitcher just in case the runner heads home from third. So now 2 on in scoring position for Venata. Looking for something to drive here. 1 ball, no strikes. Loveland set, checks the runners. Here's the pitch. And this one fouled back, just missed it. And the count will even out now at 1-1. Outfield's playing him straight up and shallow. Infield in for a play at the plate. Here's the pitch, and he swings at one and fouls it straight back. May have chased one a bit there, and the count's now at 1-2. Big pitch here for Matthew Loveland. Checks the runners. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. And the dirt didn't go. And the count will even out now at 2-2. Nice save behind the plate by McCloskey. Armand takes his lead from second. Here's the pitch. And it's popped up. On the infield, Wind really pushing it. Third baseman K's in. He makes the catch. So Venata is retired. He said the Wind coming in from right field really pushed that ball back. When he hit it, Reed Miller thought he had the play. Next thing you know, K comes blitzing in straight from third base to save the day. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Nathan Whitcomb, the third baseman. Tall right-handed batter, Loveland set, checks the runner, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Whitcomb steps out now, fixes his gloves, back in. Loveland checks the runners. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's a foul ball off the right side back towards the Independent fans. A nice snag on a bounce by one of the students. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's a shot up the middle. And a nice snag by Reed Miller. Throws it over to first in time, but the run will score. The putout goes 6-3, and Moreau scores. DeArmond will advance to third on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Grayson Parrish, with a chance to help out his cause a little bit. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. And the first pitch is high and inside for a ball. All righty-righty matchups thus far. Loveland checks the runner at third. Here's the pitch. And this one low in the dirt. And it counts 2-0. Loveland set. Here's the pitch. Big curveball in there for a strike. And the count's now 2-1. Loveland gets his sign, checks the runner at third. Here's the pitch. And there's a blooper hit towards first. And it's dropped by the first baseman, Pearson, but he's able to pick it up, recover, and step on the bag in time. So the putout will go 3 unassisted. And at the end of 1, 2 walks, 1 run, and 1 left on. And the Humboldt Cubs lead the Wichita-Independent Panthers 1-0. You're listening to the KSHSAA Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Welcome back to Manhattan, Kansas, as it's the 3A state quarterfinal game 1 between the Wichita-Independent Panthers and the #1 seed Humboldt Cubs. Humboldt strikes first in the bottom half of the first inning. They lead 1-0. And Wes Reedmiller, the shortstop, steps in. Parrish into the windup and the first pitch. And there's a shot towards the hole, and a diving stop by the second baseman Siemens. Throw to first, in time, got him. What a play by Siemens, as it looked like that one was headed for right field. He Superman's out, gets to his feet, and is able to throw out Wes Reedmiller, so the putout goes 4-3. Here's the replay. See, the first baseman made a move. You didn't think he was going to get there, but he lays out, and from his knees, throws it over at first just in time to get Reedmiller. That'll bring up Michael Kay, first pitch to him. He's a little upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Parrish into the windup, here's the pitch, and it hit him. Came inside, and it got a piece of the third baseman, Michael Kay. So that'll bring up Kevin Jarvis, the right fielder. Infield sets up for a double play. Parrish from the stretch, checks the runner, here's the pitch. And it stays low for a ball. Parrish with a long look over at first, and here's the 1-0 pitch, and this one stays out. And it counts now 2-0. Here's a 2-0 delivery, and this one outside for a ball, 3-0, so Parrish, after hitting Kay, having a little trouble finding the strike zone against Jarvis. He's set, here's a 3-0. This one right in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Here's the 3-1 delivery, swinging a foul ball straight back, and it counts now full 3-2. So after falling behind 3-0, Parrish has now worked the count full. Look over at the runner, here's the payoff, and this one fouled back again, and we'll do it again. See, Parrish not afraid to challenge batters on the inside. Jarvis digs in. Parrish checks the runner. He's set, and the 3-2 pitch. And here's a chopper hit back towards the mound. High, Parrish has it, only plays him to first, and he throws it over there in time. Kay will advance to second on the fielder's choice. And the putout goes 1-3. That'll bring up the left fielder, Scott Spiker, with a runner in scoring position. Runner on second, 2 out. Here's the first pitch to Spiker, and it's in there for a strike. And Parrish quickly jumps ahead. Checks the runner at second, and here's a chopper foul down the third base line. And the count's now 0-2. Spiker digs in. Humboldt crowd starting to make some noise here. Here's the 2 pitch in there. Caught him looking for his second strikeout. So no hits, 1 hit by pitch, 1 left on, and after 1.5, it's Humboldt 1, Panthers 0.
Hey kids, this is Heavy D, Lord J. This one for all the refs out there.
The referee is there to keep things fair. There to make the call, you may not like them all. But when you're in the stands or even on the court, remember, be a good sport.
Bottom of the second, Humboldt leads 1-0 over the Wichita-Independent Panthers. Leading things off in the second will be Jacob Carpenter, the first baseman. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Righty versus righty matchup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him out in front of that one. And the count quickly 0-2. Loveland into the windup. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on 3 pitches. So Loveland, who had struggled with his control a little bit in the first, seems to have calmed down now. Getting Carpenter on 3 pitches. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Austin Beeman. Here's the first pitch to the designated hitter, in there for a strike.
Come on, Beeb.
Beeman, right-handed batter out of an open stance. Second pitch in there for a strike. And now Loveland's not messing around, working quickly, throwing nothing but strikes to the first 2 batters here. Here's a delivery. Swing and a miss, ball's in the dirt. Picked up by McLaughlin, throws it down, and it gets through the legs of the first baseman, Pearson. So a strikeout is recorded. However, on the air, Beeman will end up at first. We'll take another look at that one here. It looks like a breaking ball in the dirt. Gets the swing and the miss, the throw down to first, just right through the wickets of the first baseman, Pearson, on the hop. And a snap throw over to first. Not in time as Beeman goes diving back in. So that's the second time the McLaughlin-Pearson combination have not been on the same page. Swing and a miss by the catcher, Alex Moreau. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike. That's 8 consecutive strikes thrown by Loveland now. Loveland set, the 0-2, chop back foul, so still nothing but strikes in the second inning. Between innings, the wind had absolutely started roaring from right field, died down a little bit now. Loveland set, snap throw over to first. Back in time is Beeman. Beeman takes a lead from first. Loveland set, here's the pitch, and fouls straight back into the net. And the count remains 0-2. So whatever was said to Loveland between innings seems to be working, as he has thrown nothing but strikes here in the second inning. Snap throw over to first. Beeman dives back in safely once again. Timeout called right before the pitch, and was granted. Alex Murrow, the catcher, an 0-2 hold here with the runner at first. Would love to hit something into the gap. Here's the pitch, and there's the first ball thrown to the second inning by Loveland. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at first, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. The Humboldt Cubs lead the Wichita-Independent Panthers 1-0. And here's the pitch. Just missed, and the count now evens out at 2-2. Loveland set, takes a look over at the runner Beeman at first. Here's the pitch, and here's a little jam shot. A dribbler to the first baseman. Pearson has it and steps on the bag. The putout goes 3 unassisted. And Beeman goes to second. So that'll bring up Kaysen Siemens, the second baseman, number 9 hitter, with a chance to knock in Beeman. We'll see if the error comes back to haunt the Panthers here. Cubs would love to capitalize. Siemens crowding the plate, right-handed batter. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss. One up around his neck. Loveland pitching effectively here in the second inning. He's set, checks the runner. And here's a pitch. There's a line shot, just foul. Down the first base line. And the count goes to 0-2. And now timeout called, as the first base umpire will run and shag the ball. The rogue baseball is secured. We're ready to play. Loveland checks the runner at second. He's set. And the 0-2 pitch. Low and away. Nice save by McLaughlin behind the plate. Beeman stays at second. And the count's 1-2. Siemens digs in. Beeman away from second. Loveland with the pitch, and just a defensive swing. He's able to foul it back. And the count will remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2, and this one's low, and the count will leave it out now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner on second, bottom of the second inning. Cubs lead the Panthers 1-0. And here's the 2-2 from Loveland. Low, and the count goes full. The leadoff hitter, Hunter Moreau, on deck. He walked to lead things off for the Cubs. And this one's popped up. Foul territory right side. Pearson's under it, and he makes the catch. And this side is retired, so no hits, no runs, 1 left stranded. We play 2. Humboldt leads Wichita-Independent 1-0.
Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Leading off for the top of the third for the Wichita-Independent Panthers, it'll be the designated hitter, number 23, Garrett Hutman. Then back to the top of the order with Trey Williams and Ben Streckfed. If anybody gets on, Matthew Loveland, the pitcher, will bat. Parrish working quickly. Here's the first pitch, in there for a strike. And he jumps ahead of the number 9 hitter on the first pitch. Here's the 0-1, and this one stays high and outside. And the count will leave it out now, 1-1. Both pitchers working with a quick pace, which generally is appreciated by your defense. Here's the 1-1, and there's a shot right back up the middle. Second baseman Siemens has it, throws over to first in time, and the putout goes 4-3. So that'll bring up the leadoff hitter Trey Williams, who struck out to lead off the game. Nice job on the replay there by Siemens, moving his feet, taking his time, and throwing out the runner. First pitch stays high for a ball. Parrish into the windup. Here's the pitch. And there for a strike, and the count evens out now at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. This one stays high and inside. And the count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is low. And now the count goes to 3-1. In their first matchup, Williams was able to work a full count. Here's the pitch, and there's a line shot into the gap in right center field, and it splits the defenders. This one's going to roll all the way to the warning track. Venata has it. He throws it in, but not before a triple from Trey Williams. The speedy center fielder got one in the gap there and put on the boosters. Here's the replay. And it's a fastball just served up right over the middle of the plate. And Williams is able to get his bat head out there. And you see, hit it right between the defenders, and he was thinking 3 out of the box the whole way. There was no stopping him. Almost overslid third. So here's Strickfaden now with a chance to tie the game, a runner at third and only 1 out. First pitch lined into the parking lot in right field. So we'll see after giving up the triple how Parrish decides to come back. If he decides to challenge the number 2 hitter, or tries to work around him. Here's the 0-1. Curveball stays outside. And the count evens out at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swinging a chopper. Nope, they're going to go say a foul ball off the plate. unfortunate for Strickfadden there. Looks like he may have fouled it off of his foot. As that one quickly made it back to the pitcher, and there was no way Williams is going to score from third on that one. Harris checks the runner. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And this one also fouled off into the parking lot. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Here's Parrish into the windup and the pitch. And there's a shot up the middle. Diving stop by Moreau. He's our thrower to first for the sure out. And the run will score. So the putout goes 6-3. But Williams able to score, and we're tied at 1 here in the third. Now that'll bring up Loveland with 2 outs and nobody on. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Loveland grounded out to the shortstop. And his first at bat. Finds himself down in the count 0-1 here. Parrish gets assigned into the windup and the 0-1 pitch. This one inside and the count will leave it up at 1-1. The 1-1, easy ground ball hit to third baseman. Whitcomb has it, strong throw over in plenty of time. But the Panthers tie it at 1 after 2.5. It's Panthers 1, Cubs 1 on the KSHSAA network. As you can see, some of the members of the Hayes TMP, that's the number 2 seed, they play in the 4 o'clock game, scouting out some potential opponents here. Leading things off for the Humboldt Cubs will be Hunter Morrow, followed by Caleb D'Armond, then Caleb Vanetta, and if anybody gets on, Nathan Whitcomb. Morrow walked, leading things off in the first inning for the Cubs. Here's the first pitch inside, and the seven gets out of the way. Bottom of the third, tied at 1 here in Manhattan, Kansas. And this one looked outside. Home plate umpire said it caught the edge, so they kind of leave it out at 1-1. Here's the pitch. This one low and away, and the count now 2-1. So in the second inning, after throwing nothing but strikes, Loveland falls behind the leadoff hitter 2-1. The windup. Here's the 2-1, and there's a shot right up the middle and into right field, a base hit for Hunter Moreau. So both teams getting their first hits in the third inning. See a nice job of hitting, just take the pitch right where it was. And the hole between first and second. Our runner on first with nobody out. Shows butt, gets it down in front of the mound. Loveland's on it, throws over to first, so the sacrifice is complete. 1-3 with Murrow moving to second base. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Caleb Vanetta. He popped out to the third baseman in the first inning. Getting his second look at Loveland here. Set, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. stayed just a little high. And the count's 1-0. Loveland set, checks the runner. And this one outside. And the count 2-0. Venata looking for something he can drive here. Ahead in the count 2-0. Loveland checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And there it is, shot in the gap. And they're going to hold the runner at third. A strong throw from the left fielder. Spiker is in. So now runners at the corners. And that'll bring up the third baseman, the cleanup man, Nathan Whitcomb, with runners at the corners and only one out. Whitcomb looks down to get the sign from third base coach. Corners are in, middle infield for the double play. And he steps to third, fakes the runner, the throw over to first. Both runners just calmly jog back to the bag. Now a snap throw over to first, diving back in is Venata. So Loveland and the rest of the Panthers are expecting him to try to run. Loveland set. Here's a pitch. There he goes. And no throw. Venata swipes second base. And now two runners in scoring position for the cleanup hitter, Nathan Whitcomb. Nathan grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. And it stays high. Count evens out at 1-1. And Loveland needs to be careful what he does here, or he can quickly find himself trailing once again. Checks the runners. Here's a pitch. And it's popped up. Third baseman Kay calls for it and makes the play. And now there's two outs for the pitcher, Grayson Parrish, looking to help out his own cause here. Tie game, bottom of the third. 2 on, 2 outs. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Loveland from the stretch. Here's a pitch. And chopped foul at the plate. Grayson Parrish would love to get a base hit to give himself some cushion here. Against Loveland, here's a pitch, swing and a miss, and he's down 0-2. So here's the pitch of the game right now for Loveland. Here it is, and it stays high, and the count's now 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt, gets away. Throw down to first in time. So 2 hits, 2 left on, and no runs scored. We've played 3 here in Manhattan. It's the Panthers and the Cubs tied at 1.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
I don't really
You wouldn't do it there.
gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
For the Wichita-Independent Panthers, it'll be Pearson, Reed, Miller, K. If anybody gets on, Jarvis, then Spiker. In the fourth inning, the game tied at 1. Cubs jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first, and the Panthers tied it in the third. First pitch from Parrish is high and outside for a ball. And the count's 1-0. Parrish working quickly. And this one fouled straight back, and the count will leave it out now at 1-1. Parrish gets a sign into the windup and the delivery. And this one popped foul down the first base line. Carpenter gives chase and is just out of his reach. Over there in the bleacher seats. So now the count's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I believe the Silver Lake team is sitting over there and was able to toss it back into play. And here's the 1-2 from Parrish. And there's driven into center field. But Vanetta's there and makes the play. So 1 down in the fourth, and that'll bring up Wes Reed Miller. As you can see, more of the teams slated to play today now starting to trickle out into the stands and watch a little baseball. Here's the first pitch. There's a blooper hit towards right field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Zach Vanetta has it. Thought about maybe trying to make a play over there at first base, but didn't do it. Base hit for Reed Miller. And here's the pitch. Just got a fastball up and took it the other way. Second baseman Siemens gave chase, but he wasn't getting there. So now a runner at first with 1 out for Michael K. Snap throw over to first, but back in time is Reed Miller. Parrish is set. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. And he jumps ahead of the big third baseman. And the 0-1 in there for a strike. And the count's 0-2. So after giving it the base hit, Grayson Parrish jumps out in front of Michael K, 0-2. We'll see if he goes right after him here. He's set. Here's the 0-2. And this one grounded to the shortstop, might be 2. Moreau has it over to Siemens, over to first. In time, the double play. 6-4-3, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left stranded. And here's the replay as we take it to break. Right up the middle. Roll them up.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Well, the pitcher's best friend, the double play, put it into the fourth inning for the Wichita-Independent Panthers, and we'll see if it puts a little life back into the Humboldt Cubs. You can hear both crowds now making some noise. The first pitch to Jacob Carpenter. And there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Carpenter struck out in the second inning, and he falls behind 0-2 quickly to Loveland. Loveland looking determined. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to chase, didn't happen. Stayed outside, counts 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Loveland. Chopper hit to third. Kay has it on a big bounce. Throw over in time. High. And not in time. He beats it out. Carpenter hustling the whole way, was able just to beat the throw. As you can see here, hits off the front of the plate there and takes that high bounce. Kay did everything he could, just didn't have enough time. Strong throw. That'll bring up Beeman now with a runner at first. Designated hitter Beeman struck out, but was able to make it to first on a throw that got through the legs of the first baseman Pearson. Here's the 0-1, shows butt. Thought about taking a stab at one over his head, but pulled it back, counts 1-1. And McLaughlin gonna go out and have a word with Loveland here. Saying, hey man, they're trying to give us an out. Let's take it. Carpenter's at first. Fourth inning, nobody out, tied at 1. Here in the opening game of the state quarterfinals. The winner of this game will play the winner of our next game, Frontenac and Silver Lake, tomorrow at 10. Runner goes, here's the pitch, Chopper, hit towards second baseman, Strickfadden has it, and throws it over to first in time, so the put out will go 4-3. But Carpenter moves up to second on the fielder's choice, and that'll bring up the catcher, Alex Murrow. Kaysen Siemens is on deck, then it's back to the top of the order with Hunter Murrow. Oh, they call a balk now on Loveland, and that'll advance Carpenter over to third with just one out. And now the explanation coming. And they're saying right before there, he pumped his fist is the explanation I believe we're getting from the umpires. So now a runner at third with one out. And here's the pitch to Murrow, and he thought about it, didn't chase. Nice stop behind the plate by McLaughlin. May have saved a run there. Loveland toes the rubber. Has his sign. Here's the 1-0. And this one stays high for a ball, 2-0. So the Cubs threatening yet again. Here in the fourth. Here's the pitch. This one's in there for a strike, and the count's now 2-1. Loveland set. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And that big breaking ball's in there for a strike. Count evens out at 2-2. Murrow digs in. Loveland set. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And this one poked foul and off the stands. You can hear the wind really picking up now, blowing in from right. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and this one fouled straight back. And a nice barehanded catch made by a member of the TMP Monarchs. I'm sure Coach saying, what were you thinking? We have a game. But he had it tracked the whole way. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and there's a shot into left center field. It's going to fall for a base hit. So the run will come home. And Alex Burrow, the catcher, helping out his pitcher with an RBI single. So congratulations in the dugout, and we'll see the replay here. Went with something off speed, it stayed up and just reached out and poked it. Dropped it right in front of the center fielder and left fielder for the base hit and the RBI. Cubs take the lead 2-1. Here's the first pitch to Siemens. Swing and a miss for a strike. Loveland set. Here's the 0-1, shows bunt, and he pops it up. In comes the third baseman. Kay has it, and they're going to get a double play. So double plays in the innings here in the fourth inning. This one going 3-1, but a run is scored. We've played 4. Cubs lead the Panthers 2-1. You're watching it on the KSHSAA network.
Hey kids, this is Heavy D, Lord J. This one for all the refs out there.
The referee is there to keep things fair. There to make the call, you may not like them all. But when you're in the stands or even on the court, remember, be a good sport.
Leading off the top half of the fifth, the right fielder number 2, Kevin Jarvis, Spiker on deck, Garrett Hutman in the left.
Leading things off for the Panthers half of the fifth, it'll be Kevin Jarvis, followed by Scott Spiker and Garrett Hutman. If any of them get on, it'll be back to the top of the order with Trey Williams. Here's the first pitch from Parrish, and it's in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1, and it's a chopper hit towards third. Whitcomb has it, strong throw to first, in time. And Jarvis now 0 for 2. But out goes 5-3. That'll bring up the left fielder, Scott Spiker, who was caught looking to end the second in his first at bat. So Parrish back out there now with the lead after his offense rallied around him in the bottom of the fourth. This one right in there for a strike. Spiker digs in, here's the pitch, and this one is shot into center field. Over goes Veneta, now drifting back to make the catch. And the putout goes. Late unassisted, so 2 up, 2 down. Here, and you see this looks like an off-speed pitch, just stayed a little up. Veneta got a good jump on it, tracked it the whole way, and made it look routine. Nice job there by our cameraman. So that'll bring up the designated hitter, Garrett Hupman. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. And the 5th inning, Parrish looking strong on the mound. Working quickly, here's the 0-1, and they're gonna say it hit him. They say it looked a little inside. But apparently, it hit the batter. Coach Mike Miller wanting a little bit of an explanation here. He got one, didn't seem to like it too much. Third baseman Whitcomb comes over, talk to Parrish, give him some words of encouragement. Now Trey Williams, who tripled in the 3rd, is up. That's not exactly what Grayson Parrish would like to see happen again here. Checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch, and there for a strike. Two outs, runner on first. Humboldt leads 2-1 here in the 5th inning. Runner goes, and the pitch gets by the catcher Murrow. And they have had that one stolen anyway. Count will even out now at 1-1. And now the tying run at second base for Trey Williams. Trey 1 for 2, struck out to lead off the game, and then tripled in the 3rd. And he's the only run scored for the Wichita-Independent Panthers. The 1-1 misses for a ball, counts 2-1 now. So we'll see what Grayson Parrish has left of the tank here in the 5th. Parrish checks the runner. Here's the pitch. This one gets away from the catcher Murrow on the wild pitch. And now the runner advances to 3rd base. So Hupman at 3rd with 2 outs as the tying run. And now you can hear the Panther crowd gaining some life. And Coach Miller's going to come to the mound. And it'll be a full infield meeting. There are 2 outs. So anything can get Grayson Parrish out of this. However, what he does not want to do is walk the Speedy Williams. Especially with a tying run at 3rd here. We said Humboldt, the only undefeated team left. They came into this at 22-0. Here's a 3-1, and there's a shot to the shortstop. Morrow has it, throws over to first in time, and Parrish gets out of it. 6-3 goes the putout, 1 left on. No hits, no errors. Humboldt leads 2-1.
Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What? Jerk.
Hunter Murrow here set to lead things off for the Cubs after the 5th inning. They lead 2-1 here. When they come up, so does the crowd from Humboldt. First pitch swings and fouls one straight back into the net. Murrow walked to lead things off and then singled in the 3rd. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one right in there for a strike, and the count is now 0-2. Loveland into the windup, and the 0-2 got him looking right in there. And now that'll bring up Caleb DeArmond. Caleb Vanetta on deck, Whitcomb in the hole should he get there. Loveland into the windup, here's the pitch, and there's a shot into left field for a base hit. DeArmond makes a big turn at first, but he'll hang on there. A solid base hit to left for DeArmond as we take a look at the replay here. Fastball stays up, and he's able just to turn on it. And that'll bring up Vanetta, who singled in the 3rd. Here's the pitch, and this one gets past McLaughlin, and over to second base goes DeArmond. So a runner in scoring position now for Vanetta. We'd love to knock him home. Wind roaring in from right field. Loveland checks the runner. Here's the pitch. This one high and inside, and the count now 2-0. Vanetta looking for something to drive. Here's the pitch from Loveland. And he swings and fouls it. This one, Wynn's going to keep it in play. And a nice basket catch by McLaughlin. And Vanetta visibly upset with himself there. So now 2 outs, runner on second. And Nathan Whitcomb coming up. He's grounded out to the shortstop and popped out to the 3rd baseman. A chance to do a little damage here. Loveland would love to get out of this right now. Here's the first pitch, and it's high for a ball. Loveland peers in, gets his sign. He's set, checks the runner at second. Pickoff play, doesn't throw it over there. Here's the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. And the count now evens out at 1-1. DeArmond at second, Whitcomb at the plate. Cubs lead the Panthers 2-1, but would love to add on to that right here. Here's the pitch. And there's a shot towards 3rd base, taken by Kay. Long throw over to first. In time, a nice stretch by Pearson, so the putout goes. 5-3, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 5. It's Humboldt 2, Wichita-Independent 1. We head to the 6th inning duel for the Wichita-Independent Panthers. It'll be Strickfed, Loveland, and Pearson. Parrish, the pitcher, out for inning number 6 of work. Grayson Parrish, just a sophomore. This team is poised to make a run next year, too. We'll talk about it more after this pitch. First pitch stays high. No seniors on this Humboldt Cubs. And if you go down the line here, Beeman and Veneta are sophomores. Zach Veneta, a freshman. Jacob Carpenter, also a freshman. This one stays out 2-0. Caleb DeArmond, a sophomore. Dustin Prock, not starting, a junior. Hunter Murrow and Alex Moreau are sophomores. Parrish into the windup. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. And the count's now 2-1. Nathan Whitcomb's a junior. We said Parrish just a sophomore. Siemens, the second baseman, is a freshman. And a sophomore and a junior also as a reserve. Here's a shot to second. The mentioned Siemens has it, throws it over to first in time. And the putout goes 4-3. So here's a team that came into this 23-0 with no seniors and 3 juniors. Look out, 3A for the next few years. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be inside to the pitcher Loveland. Loveland 0 for 2. Grounded into a 6-3 fielder's choice and then grounded out to the third baseman in the 3rd inning. And there's a fly ball deep center field. Veneta's under it. Calls off the left fielder DeArmond with the one pitching it and makes the play. DeArmond saying, man, I had it. And Veneta said, nah, it was mine. But you can see how the wind really pushed that from left center all the way over into left field. Veneta's showing off some range there. 2 outs. Here's the first pitch in there for a strike to Adam Pearson. Adam 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first and flown out to center. Second pitch high and inside. Count will even out at 1-1. Parrish with the pitch. And it's in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. On an overcast day in Manhattan, Kansas. Parrish with the 1-2. Thought about it. Didn't go, stayed up. You can see Murrow, the shortstop, jumping up and down there. He was ready to take it to the dugout. Here's the 2-2. Line drive center field. Back goes Veneta. He's under it. Now comes forward and makes the catch. And the Humboldt Cubs celebrating there. A nice inning, nice pitching there by Grayson Parrish as we head to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1, Humboldt.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Grayson Parrish to lead things off for the bottom half of the Cubs. His line pitching, 1 run, 2 hits. His line batting, 0 for 2. Takes a strike there. Loveland into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's down 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one stays outside. And a count now 1-2. Parrish with a tall, open stance. The right-handed batter. Swing and a miss, got him. And Parrish strikes out for the second time today, but after throwing 6 innings of 2-hit baseball, I don't think he'll feel too bad about it. That'll bring up Carpenter, who struck out and singled, and then came around to score in the 4th. First pitch out there for a ball. Carpenter, the first baseman. Right-handed batter. Getting his 3rd look here at Loveland. And this one stays outside, counts now 2-0. After Carpenter will be Beeman. And if anybody gets on, Alex Moreau, the catcher. The 2-0. In there for a strike, and the count's now 2-1 to Jacob Carpenter. I'd like to remind everybody our next game scheduled is at 1:30. It's the Frontenac Raiders and the Silver Lake Eagles. And this one stays out for a ball, 3-1. And this one's inside. He walked him, so Carpenter works the base on balls. And now a runner at first for the designated hitter, Austin Beeman. Austin 0 for 2 today. With a strikeout that he reached first on and a ground out to second. First pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball. And the count's 0-1. Then the 4 o'clock game will be Hayes TMP and Wellsville. And then the nightcap, St. George Rock Creek and Salina Sacred Heart. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Loveland set, checks the runner at first. And the 0-2, in there for a strike, throw down to second, is not in time. It gets by the second baseman. Shortstop Reed Miller was there to back him up. So Beeman down on strikes the second time to 2 outs now. That'll bring up the catcher, Alex Murrow. Two outs, bottom of the 6th, a base hit here could give a little bit of cushion. You see Loveland adjusting the defense, calling in the left fielder Spiker. Alex singled in the 4th, and he'd love to do that again here and give his pitcher just a little bit more cushion. 2-1 Cubs, bottom of the 6th. Quarterfinal game number 1. Here's the pitch, and there's a blooper into center field. In comes the center fielder Williams, and it drops. The runner will hold at third. But Murrow gets the base hit. And runners at the corners for Case and Siemens. And now Siemens with a chance to atone for the double play he hit into to end the 4th. A quick meeting at the mound here for the Wichita-Independent Panthers, and a nice job of hitting there by Alex Murrow, just taking what he was given. and blooping it into center field. So here's the biggest matchup of the game so far. The number 9 hitter, Kason Siemens, versus Matthew Loveland. First pitch, high for a ball, count is 1-0. Loveland set, checks the runners. Here's the pitch, in the dirt, nice save by McLaughlin behind the plate. Humboldt crowd making some noise here. As Loveland set, runners on the corners, 2 outs, 2-0. There goes the runner from first. Pitch is in there for a strike, no throw down to second. Murrow takes it. And now 2 runners in scoring position for Kason Siemens. The Humboldt crowd comes to life. Loveland gets a sign, he's set. Here's the 2-1, swing and a miss. And it counts now 2-2. Can Siemens come through, or will Loveland keep it a 1-run game? Here's the pitch, and fouled back. Fastball had a nice cut at it. And we'll do the 2-2 again. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 6th. And a 2-1 ball game. Loveland set. Here's the 2-2. And this one stays high. They've gone the distance here in the bottom of the 6th. Humboldt fans on their feet making some noise. And here's a 3-2. And this one's in the dirt. He walked him. So Siemens does everything he could. He gets the base on balls, and now the bases are loaded. The shortstop leadoff hitter, Hunter Murrow. McLaughlin out to talk to Loveland real quick. Coach making some defensive adjustments from the dugout. But the bases are full of Cubs with 2 outs, and Hunter Moreau has a chance to do some damage. Loveland gets a sign from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back, just missed it, had a good hack at that one. And there's a drive to center field. And back goes Williams, he's under it, and makes the catch. So some drama in the 6th, but the side is retired. Couple of hits, 3 left on. We go to the 7th, Humboldt leading 2-1.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks, I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up in the 7th inning for the Wichita-Independent Panthers. It'll be Reed, Miller, Kay, and Jarvis. And if anybody gets on, Spiker and then Hupman. Last chance for the Panthers to keep their season alive. Humboldt 3 outs away from going to 24-0. Here's the first pitch from Grayson Parrish. And it's called a strike. Reed Miller, 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Stay just outside. The count will leave it out now at 1-1. And there's a shot to the shortstop, but he hit it right at him, and Murrow has it. 1 down. Some bad hitting luck there for Reed Miller as Murrow shakes out his hand. That one stung a little bit. Parrish into the windup. Here's the pitch. Outside, Michael Kay was hit by a pitch in the second and then grounded into the devastating 6-4-3 double play in the 4th. Parrish into the windup. Here's the pitch. This one low and away, and the count's now 2-0. And now the pitch is fouled off of his foot and rolls harmlessly to the third base side. 2-1 the count. Parrish looking for the complete game. Here's the 2-1. Stayed low. Count now 3-1. And Parrish does not want to walk the tying run, and he did. So Kay's on at first, and that'll bring up Kevin Jarvis. 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Tying run at first. Spiker, who's also 0 for 2, is on deck. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Panthers. 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Cubs. And this one gets away from the catcher. And now the tying run at second base with only 1 out here in the 7th inning. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming into the game at second base. It will be Dominic Rudy, a sophomore outfielder. So Jamie Fowler thinking that a base hit could tie this game here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. And that one misses. So Parrish finding himself in a little bit of trouble here in the 7th inning. And that one's low. And it counts 3-0. Parrish checks the runner. Here's the 3-0. And that one stays high. And now the lead run is at first. Mike Miller's going to come out. We'll see if that's it for Parrish. They have a meeting here at the mound. Up by 1 with 1 out. Runners at second and first. And that will be it. for Grayson Parrish. A great game pitch, though. And it looks like it'll be Nathan Whitcomb. So he and Parrish will switch spots. Parrish over to third, and Whitcomb will now pitch, trying to close this thing out. Whitcomb, a hard-throwing right-hander, as you can imagine playing third base.
The new pitcher is number 11, Nathan Whitcomb.
And he's announced he gets a cheer from the Humboldt crowd. Whitcomb taking his final warm-up tosses here. Says two more. So Whitcomb on to try to close this thing out for Humboldt. And he'll be facing Scott Spiker 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the second and popped out to the center fielder in the fifth. Infield sets up for the double play. A base hit could tie it. The double play ends it. Whitcomb gets a sign. He's set. His first pitch. And there's a shot to center field for a base hit. They're going to try to score the run. Vanetta's on it. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's cut off. Now they throw the dive. He's out at the plate. What a play by the center fielder, Vanetta. And Whitcomb cuts it off and tosses it back to the catcher. The gamble does not pay off for the Panthers. Here you see it. A shot to center field. Vanetta charging hard the whole way. Gets a clean scoop and throw. Whitcomb, the pitcher, probably may have let it go, but decides to take it and the dive. What a job blocking the plate there by Murrow. Rudy didn't have a chance. Now there's 2 outs. Runners at first and second. First pitch, Hine inside. The put on that one's going to go 8-1-2. The 1-0 pitch stays high. And the count's now 2-0. Garrett Hutman, the DH, officially 0 for 1. He grounded out to the second baseman in the third inning and was hit by a pitch. 2 O's in there for a strike. The count's 2-1. And you can hear the Humboldt crowd sensing this one here. Whitcomb checks the runners. 2-1 in there for a strike. And the crowd comes to their feet. 1 strike away from advancing to the semifinals. Hutman digs in. 2 on. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Humboldt is moving on. Your final score here, the Cubs 2, the Panthers 1. I'd like to remind everybody that coming up at 1:30, it'll be the Frontenac Raiders and the Silver Lake Eagles. But Whitcomb comes in, he gets the job done here. And the Humboldt Cubs advance to 24-0 on the season. And they'll take on the winner of our next game at 1:30. Your final score, 2-1. Humboldt over Wichita-Independent. I'm Joe White. We'll see you at 1:30. Thanks for joining us on the KSHSAA Network.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You brought your dog? Nope, I got 18. Come on, dog.
I mean,
Right here, right on the pin.